Hi everyone, my name is Helena Williams and today I'll be taking you through my personal brand. So first up we'll discuss my e-portfolio. So my landing page is simple. It introduces myself with an accompanying photo and it briefly explains my current role as well as my position as an aspiring brand strategist. The e-portfolio has a simple layout and a colour palette that is consistent without it. My About page description is an adaptation of my positioning statement so that visitors have more insight into myself as a marketer and as a person. My personality outside of work is also emphasised by a brief insight into my hobbies and contrasting photos to accompany them. These photos and insight personalises my site so that the viewer views me as trustable and likeable, especially through being able to see my face. And then under this, the page continues to demonstrate the viewer my 3 core values, as well as 2 famous accompanying quotes that are relevant to those values. This page finalises by some achievements that are all relevant to a potential employer in both academic and personal contexts. The next page is my projects. So it begins with a more detailed description of the contents within that page, such as the statistics that I have within my current role, as well as mentioning the mock campaign and the research reports that are also stated. All of which span my various skills and experience that is all relevant to an employer and it aligns with my positioning statement as having a range of skills. The final page is my contact information and it has my email as well as 3 social media site links that are all embedded within small icons. Next, we will discuss my content. So the 3 content channels I use were LinkedIn, Facebook, and X, or Twitter. The channels that I have chosen are based off where my research shows other marketers are currently active and posting. First up, we'll discuss LinkedIn. So LinkedIn is the leading platform for professional networking and personal branding. It allows me to share my strategic insights, campaign reflections, and industry-aligned content in a way that builds capability, credibility, and visibility with recruiters, employers, and marketing professionals. It is ideal for value-driven posts that position me as an engaged developing strategist. My first post on LinkedIn was a photo of me at my current role as well as some customer photos accompanying that role. So LinkedIn was the perfect channel for this post as it allows potential brands and employers to see myself as a professional in a presentable and work environment. Using a context-specific image of me, it allows for a more trusting and personal connection through visual and facial cues, and it deepens a feeling like they have already gotten to know me. A wise man once told me that my marketing and psychology degree, accompanied with extra information in behavioral economics, would make the trifecta. Thus, this post reflects that and demonstrates my array of knowledge within this area of business. This post suits LinkedIn the most as it is an area not identified in my bio, and thus it will further to inform potential employers of my skills and knowledge. My final LinkedIn post is on AI-enabled AR virtual try-ons. This post was based on a previous assessment task that I had completed and was quite proud of. Furthermore, AI integration is highly popular on all platforms. However, I thought it was especially beneficial to show this type of content on LinkedIn, as is where most employers and thought leaders would view it. This was evident as in a very short amount of time, it had the most interactions out of all of my content posts. I chose to use a carousel to display it as the initial post draws them in and then they're able to view the rest of it, as opposed to just having a long caption that they're probably never going to read. Next up, we have my Facebook posts. Facebook enables more informal storytelling content with space to unpack marketing concepts and personal reflection. It reaches a broader, more mixed audience, including peers, potential collaborators, and local professionals. It is especially effective for visually engaging posts, in which I believe I have done. The first Facebook post that we'll discuss communicates how I think that Dove's strategy pushes them as a market leader and specifically the things that I think that they did right in their campaign. This furthers my positioning statement as a diverse emerging marketer with insights into previous brand strategies. It was appropriate for Facebook as it was less central to my brand to put in LinkedIn, but it was still a very professional tone, so I chose not to put it on X. My next post on Facebook talks about predictive AI. So AI posts, as we know, are highly engaging and trending on many sites, and thus I wanted to display my knowledge, particularly in the research area of predictive Gen AI. However, I didn't want to double it up on LinkedIn as it was more of my knowledge as opposed to previous projects, so I chose to post it on Facebook instead. My last Facebook post was me talking about different psychology tricks. So this was a general post that was appropriate to the trends of Facebook, and the layout of the content was also most appropriate for the channel, as it is slightly less professional to post on LinkedIn, but was still a very relevant platform to display my understanding of the bridge between my marketing and psychology degrees. Next, we'll discuss my posts on X, or Twitter. So X is a fast-moving platform ideal for sharing quick insights, responding to marketing trends, and then engaging with real-time conversations with people in the advertising and branding space. It really supports short-form thought bursts, campaign commentary, helping me show that I'm informed, curious, and part of the wider marketing dialogue. The first post on X, or Twitter, displayed 5 tools that I used to create my last campaign and highlighted my skills and understanding of those tools, particularly the ones in the strategic phase of planning, which translates directly from my positioning statement of wanting to be a brand strategist. It was posted on X as it was a lot more casual content compared to anything that I would post on Facebook and LinkedIn, and this is also quite similar with the next 2 posts. This next post on X was a thread post simply stating the importance and the relevance of SMART goals within campaign strategy. The thread post is followed by a visual display of the individual components, SMART, and what they mean. So this post is both informative and it also furthers my positioning as an emerging brand strategist as it is relevant information. So this final post on X is just a short post simply connecting channel choice to brand strategy. This post is an addition to my positioning as an emerging brand strategist, as it is relevant information for an employer to know that I have an understanding of it. This process has developed me to be a work-ready graduate by bridging my academic knowledge with real-world applications. Through content creation, strategic self-positioning, and professional branding, I've learned how to communicate my value clearly and engage my target audience across platforms. By producing work that reflects both industry relevance and personal initiative, I've strengthened my communication, critical thinking, and digital literacy. These are essential competencies in today's marketing landscape. And additionally, building a personal brand has taught me how to navigate my own personal identity, articulate my unique offerings, and showcase my readiness to contribute meaningfully from day one to an employer. I am Helena Williams. Thank you very much for watching.